Lesson 2.6, we're going to talk about ratios and proportions. So, again, this should be somewhat review, I hope. The comparison between the number of restaurants and the number of people is a ratio. A ratio is a comparison of two numbers by division. The ratio of x to y can be expressed in the following way. So, x to y, x to y, x to y. They're all x to y's, they're just written different ways. Suppose you want to determine the number of restaurants per 100,000 people in Australia. Notice this ratio is equal to the original ratio. So 0.3 or 349 thousandths over 10,000 would be the same as 3.49 restaurants over 100,000 because we're multiplying by 10. An equation stating that two ratios are equal is called a proportion. So that is an equation stating that two ratios are equal. So therefore, 349 thousandths over 10,000 is the same as 3 and 49 hundredths over 100,000. That is a proportion because they are equal. All right, another way to determine whether two ratios form a proportion is to use cross products. So if the cross products are equal, then the ratios form a proportion. So what does that mean? We have a ratio 2 over 3.5 or 2 to 3.5. We're going to set it equal to 814, and we don't know if it's equal. It's kind of like we're going to check and see. What do we do? Well, what we do is we cross multiply. So multiply this way up. 14 times 2 is 28. And then we multiply across this way. So 3.5 times 8 would be 28 as well. Yep, 28. So, and then does 28 equal 28? And it does. This is what we're going to ask ourselves. So 2 3/5 is equal to 8 over 14. So that is a proportion. All right, so 0.3 over 1.5, is that equal? We got to find out to a half over 2.0. So we cross multiply. So multiply up this way. So we're taking 2 times 0.3 and we get 0.6. Multiply up this way. So 1.5 times 0.5 and I get 0.75. Does 0.6 equal 0.75? It does not. So not a proportion. Not a proportion. So we just use cross products there to determine whether each pair forms a proportion or not. Solve each proportion. Okay, so now we want to solve. We want to solve for that unknown variable. What do we have to add to 3 to make this an equivalent or a true statement, so to speak? So again, we use those cross products to see. That really helps us. So the first thing I want to do is I want to multiply this way. So I'm going to take 9 times 125. I'm going to set that equal and see. I mean, it will be equal in the end because we're trying to solve for that variable. So we are actually saying, let's set it equal and figure it out. So then I want to cross multiply up this way. So it's going to be 25. And then the p plus 3 needs to be in parentheses because we're multiplying that 25 by that whole p plus 3 thing. So then we multiply 9 times 125 and we get 1,125. And then we distribute. So distribute. And we get 25p plus 75. And then this goes back to the previous lessons of solving these equations. So draw your line down. We want to get p by itself, but I got to get rid of the 75 first. So opposite operation, inverse operation. Those cancel out. Don't forget to subtract 75 from this side. So 1,125 minus 75 is going to be 1,050. That's equal to 25p. And now 25p means to multiply. So to undo it, we divide. So fraction, make sure you use a fraction bar, not the division symbol, over 25. And then 1,050 divided by 25 gives us 42. And that is equal to our p. And then, you should be able to go in and check that and make sure that you did solve it correctly. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to cross multiply. So I'm going to take 12 times b. I'm going to cross multiply 15 times 18. So I have 12b equals 15 times 18, 270. multiplying, so opposite operation or inverse operation is to divide by 12. So B equals 270 divided by 12 is 22.5. And there is your answers for that. So you're just using cross products and solving for the unknown. So the ratio of two measurements having different units of measure. So two measurements having different units of measure is called a rate. For example, a price of $9.99 per 10 songs. So we're talking about money, we're talking about songs. That's a rate. So it's $9.99 for 10 songs. A rate that tells how many of one item is being compared to another is called a unit rate. So, looking at the problem, in the past 2 years, the retailer opened 232 stores. If this rate continues, so if it's the same rate year after year after year after year, what would it be in the next 3 years? You could use a proportion, you could use a unit rate. What I would do is I would do a unit rate. I would take 232, divide it by 2 because it was 232 stores in 2 years. That's going to give me a unit rate of 116 over 1. So what this means is that there was 116 stores opened every year. If this rate continues of 116 stores every year, we would then take 116 times the next 3 years, and we would get 116 times 3 is 348 stores. So we could expect if that rate continued that 348 stores would be opened. And that is it.